You are tuned to the Folk Music Notebook, streaming folk songs 24/7.
Welcome to Folk Music Notebook's Artist in Residence Showcase. Each week at this time, we shine a spotlight on an outstanding singer-songwriter or group from our folk community as they share an exclusive performance for our Folk Music Notebook audience. This week's guest is Peter VILBIG. Peter's a former journalist and fiction writer, and he turned to songwriting in recent years. When he lived in New York City, you could find him performing in places like the Subway, Central Park, also Pete's Candy Store, the Jalopy Theater, or the Branded Saloon in Brooklyn, among other venues in the area. He joined the legendary Jack Hardy Songwriters Exchange. It's a decades-old songwriting group that still meets weekly in the East Village. Peter moved to Providence, Rhode Island in 2019, where he performed at the Rhode Island Folk Festival, as well as other local festivals, art spaces, farmers markets, and he was also invited to join and become a board member of the Rhode Island Songwriters Association. Let's welcome to Artist in Residence Showcase, Peter VILBIG.
Hello, my name is Peter VILBIG, and I'm a songwriter up here in Providence, Rhode Island. And I'm really pleased to have a chance to play some songs for the Folk Music Notebook tonight. And I appreciate Ron Olesko asking me to do so. I'm originally from Texas. Spent a little time in Louisiana and New Orleans growing up. So this first song has got a little bit of that feel to it, I guess. It's not exactly about New Orleans. It may also be a little bit about Austin, Texas, but it just tries to catch a feel. So it's called Ma Chérie, and here goes. Get dressed up, gonna put on a show. Run around town, you can't feel down, let everybody know. Walk along the waterfront, watch the waters flow. Odelay, 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 ma chérie. Music's loud and rough on the boardwalk where you meet. Slip down a side street, find a retreat where the music fits your feet. Dancing cheek to cheek, this feels like your winning streak. Odelay, 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 ma chérie. Vie pas rose pour arriver sombreuse. Mais les jours d'été, on commence d'emblée à être heureuse. Les troubles jetés, on peut danser la vie presque chartreuse. Odelay, 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 ma chérie. Feathery light in the mimosa trees. June bugs click their wings, the streetcar tracks sing, oh, what a night. Drive out to the lake, though it's getting quite late. Make two émelots sur la peau. Odelay, 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 ma chérie. Odelay. Odelay, 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 ma chérie. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it a great deal. This next song is one that I wrote during the pandemic, and I guess it could be viewed as a love song, but I was also kind of thinking, there's so many families that have had falling outs with one another over the last few years, about topics of various sorts. And that kind of happened in my family. And I think the feeling I was reacting to with this song had a little bit to do with that. But the listeners can take it as they will. I hope you will. I hope you'll enjoy. It's called All I Can Believe. Tonight I guess you could say I'm all up in my feelings. I drifted off to my father's reaches. I fell apart. I'm learning to live with the pieces. If I lay them end to end, maybe there's something they'll teach us. I don't believe it's the season for leaving. I don't understand why we aren't even speaking. And living in a time of unreason. You're all I can live in. You're all I can believe in. When I close my eyes, can hear the monsters breathing. They must have woke up when I was sleeping. You came along and gave me your heart for safekeeping. But I must have looked away. What was I thinking? I don't believe it's the season for leaving. And I don't understand why we aren't even speaking. Living in a time of unreason. You're all I can believe in. You're all I can believe in. You're all I can believe in. 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 Thank you so much. I have to say there is nothing better than playing some songs for you folks right now. I appreciate it so much. I moved to New York City when I was a younger person, and I've lived there off and on most of my adult life. I like to say that New York almost killed me, but it also saved my life. And I love it. And this is a song about coming to the city, and it's called Palette. It goes like this. When you come to the city, you don't know your heart, so you play your part in the bars and cabarets. And they pull you in like a big canal, and you lay your herd right down, you let it wash away. The buildings outside all look like chimneys blowing. Sidewalk eyes drift by with nothing showing. You sing your way to the top top of the stairs, and you catch a glimpse of the starlight there, and you think you found what you've been looking for. So you lay your pallet on the dirty floor. You couldn't ask for more. When you come to the city, you mean to leave behind all the things that might remind of who you thought you were before. And you find someone whose eyes seem fine, and you make the dive. You're not swimming back to shore. Buildings outside all look like chimneys glowing, and sidewalk eyes drift by with nothing showing. And you sing your way to the top of the stairs, and you catch a glimpse of the starlight there, and you think you found what you've been looking for. So you lay your pallet on the dirty floor. You couldn't ask for more. And the city pulls you in, and soon you disappear. And sometimes you think you'll just stay for another year, or maybe two. And one day you realize that your world is spinning fast and you're in overdrive, and you never felt more alive. Swept up in the free-for-all, and you love it all. Yes, you love it all. The buildings outside all look like chimneys glowing, and sidewalk eyes drift by with nothing showing. And you sing your way to the top of the stairs, and you catch a glimpse of the starlight there, and you think you found what you've been looking for. So you lay your pallet on the dirty floor. You couldn't ask for more. 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 Thank you so much. And I think I actually have time to do one more, and I think I'll do a real quick one here. This is a road song. It's about a pair that start out in New Orleans, in New Mexico, rather. I got New Orleans on the brain. They start in New Mexico, and they end up east of Cleveland in this song. It's called East of Cleveland, and it goes kind of like this. We left home in the morning, radio saying heat warning, asphalt roadway to Kakari, desert blooming, we ain't sorry. Fence lines, cows, a few gas stations, people driving on vacations, dust bowl faces, public places. We got tired of empty spaces, ran a red light in New Oasis, Amarillo left no traces. Where we've been don't make no difference, it's where we're going that is ambitious. Well, don't blame us, we ain't traitors. Take out tacos, raunchy neighbors. You can almost taste the flavors. No one's asking for no favors. Rich folks with their cut-rate passions, living giant whitewashed mansions. Dallas flew by, neon flashing, all dressed up, latest fashion. The world could use some real compassion. What's that you say? Radio's blasting. Where we've been don't make no difference. It's where we're going that is ambitious. would believe in. Point the car, next up Greenland, people fight, but don't get him in. We're just looking for some healing. Cafe food, I'm not complaining. Wipers broken, started raining. Soldiers pass by, must be training. I look at you, you are amazing. Where we've been don't make no difference. It's where we're going that is ambitious. Yeah, where we've been don't make no difference. It's where we're going that is ambitious. We've been don't make no difference. It's where we're going that is ambitious. Thank you all so much for listening. I appreciate it so very much. If you are interested in hearing a little of my music, I got a bunch of songs up on YouTube. And if you just plug my name into YouTube, you'll come up with my site. And I hope you'll do so, and I hope you'll enjoy. This has been a real pleasure, and thanks to Folk Music Notebook and Ron Olesko. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to Peter VILBIG on this week's Artist in Residence Showcase here on Folk Music Notebook. We thank Peter for joining us today, and we thank you for listening. If you'd like to find out more about Peter and his music, and also his stories, visit his website at petervilbig.com. And I'd also like to take this time to invite other artists who are interested in being part of the series to contact me at ron@folkmusicnotebook.com, and I'll give you some more details. Join us again next week at this time for another Artist in Residence Showcase, and check our website for a list of encore broadcasts. This is Folk Music Notebook, your virtual folk festival 24 hours a day.
Thanks for tuning into Folk Music Notebook. If you'd like to help keep the music flowing, our tip jar can be found at paypal.me/folkmusicnotebook. We thank you for your support.